You find spots working at the Admiralty Station. I have a message here for you from Murder Bay.
Let me see this.
Spots reads the message.
This doesn't sound like Ulu. Where'd you get this message?
Convince Spots the message is real. Hey, don't blame the messenger. The union stands with Smith. I think I just get the slurred speech out of the deck now.
Peace.
They've planted evidence on me. Deal 2 damage to my core argument when that's damaged. Let's go. Boost it all out. Turnabout is fair play. Apply the composure and draw a card, making us safe. Name drop the card, draw 2. I think I might just destroy Dangerous as well. Keep the deck smoother. 1 extra damage is, like, it kind of pales in comparison to being able to set my core abilities up. Okay, Brag can be leveled up here. Quip is very close to being leveled up here. It's definitely Quip. Throw Stone Bewilder out there too. Start of Spots' turn. Steal 10 shills from Smith and remove 1 Frisk. Okay, I probably want to kill that too. Level up the Bravado, the Brag by doing so. Well, actually, hang on. What are you targeting? You're targeting up there. Maybe I should have done 2 damage instead. Whenever a core argument is attacked, deals 3 damage to random time. It's possible that Frisk... Like, because I'm going to have my core argument attack this turn, so it's a 50-50 confrontational is going to kill Frisk. I'm playing the odds. Oh, but it blowing up happened at the wrong time. Whoops. I have no renown at the moment either. Huh. I guess I'm going to go Stone Bewilder, Quip, all out, just play the rest of it too. We can reach for lethal whenever we need, I think. I just love the way this game makes you talk about the mechanics. Like, I now have to deal with this planted evidence from the negotiation, says Pinky Mouse 1000. Couldn't agree more. It kind of forces you to actually tell the story of what is happening when you are trying to talk about it. It's really good. Let's destroy defenselessness here. 1 baffled into Smith's pile. Okay, I don't want that. Goodbye to defenselessness. I'll use nepotism, and if I mean, I guess I don't really have a reason to want nepotism so badly, other than just casting it. I'll use Lucid Bully and then round it out with the Clout. Can you destroy the planted evidence? Yeah, if I destroyed it though, it would trigger when the argument is destroyed, and then 2 damage is dealt to my core argument, so I'm avoiding doing that. I don't even have any renown, so I can get rid of that ad hominem without any bad feeling about it. Is the audio still well balanced? It sounds a little loud in my ear, but that might just be me. Boost it all out would give me the ability to play the rest of this, so that's what we're going to do then. It's fine. It's balanced okay. Appreciate it. Throw the damage and get the kill. Dragon standing, both get an upgrade. I mean, this gains a renown at the absolute least. This expends. I mean, this expends and it deals 5 damage. And I don't want it in the second cycle. As much as I want Renown Game, this is something that I have to cast in order to get it. Music might be a bit louder than most of the game. Could use about a 20% turn down. Perfect. More than happy to do that. There we go. Just 1 second. Let's pop that about at 75 there. Ransack! Draw 3 cards, discard 2 random cards. Oh, discard 2 random cards from your hand. Upgrades to give you 4 cards. But then you discard 2 random cards. Or it can cost 1 and then you choose the cards you discard. I want to draw. I guess Visionary Ransack is 1 positive in terms of the amount of draw it provides. But if I drop the wrong thing, I'm going to have a bad time. Even random, it's still card positive. Yeah, but if I don't manage to hit the right cards, specifically the All Out, like if I drop All Out, or if I drop the card that allows me to remove the defenselessness I get from All Out, then suddenly Visionary Ransack is making it really, really hard. Seems mediocre unless you have discard synergy. That seems kind of the area I'm moving into thinking about this as well. Fame, whenever you draw this, yeah, we've seen that one before. Quip, we've seen that one before too. We've also got a second quip. I'm going to turn these down. Let's actually upgrade our cards as well, the ones that I almost did there. We'll go for the Lucid Brag, and then Standing. I'm going to add more Renown into this deck, I think. Am I? Is this really going to be a Renown deck? Renown defends me. I've got a feeling I made the wrong decision just then, but we'll see. Just deliver the message, man. You should be grateful. Motorbike's a long road.
I suppose so. We simply haven't had the troops to spare right now as messengers. Thank you for your service, Grifter. You're dismissed.
Alright, Teotaro, we did it. What brings you back? The message has been delivered. Wow, they accepted that? Great. You get paid 100 chills. Bigger craft reward. Nice. 2 empty bottles of the card to your discard pile at the start of battle. Cool. At the start of negotiation, add a conductor card into your hand that redirects your opponent's intents. Forces all enemy intents and arguments to target a specific argument this turn. Expend sticky. Not bad. Vulnerable's twice effective for you. Lightning Rod. Right? What's the thematic in this deck? Is there any? There's none, right? Or at least we haven't gotten any yet. It is only 1 use. And also, I tend to spread out my defense more than I use my defense individually on a single target. So I think lightning rodding everything to an individual target when I'm good at defending an AoE and not stacking a defend is a bit rough. This will give us at least a direction to start building in. That's right. 2 Fists installed. Return to Sweet Marif. Let's go. Ooh, Teotaro, comfort to see you again. Topo, what brings you back? Cool. Nothing there. Go back to the bar. When you come back to the bar, the bar is empty, save for a table occupied with the kind of rowdy miscreants you generally enjoy. Not tonight, though. Too much on the mind. But the good pal you are, you notice Sweet Marif seems distracted. Oh, Sweet? You ain't got no love for your old friend and savior? No, it's just... we got customers. You're welcome. Right, they're causing trouble. See that big log over there? Sweet Marif directs your attention to the table. Not that you'd need help finding the only other people in the joint. Really, less of a customer and more of a parasite. They've scared off all the other clientele. I don't have a bouncer to deal with the riffraff. Fortunately for you, you got riffraff fit to make someone bounce. Let me handle it. Don't break any... Don't kill anyone! You hear the request, and tell yourself you'll seriously consider it. You approach the close-knit group surrounding a mountain of empty and broken glasses. These folks are familiar, the kind of bar slugs you find all across Havaria. Most of them seem the sort that would melt under an open tab or a closed fist, whichever way you went. But for one, Liquor's put a soft, buttery glaze in his eyes, but it's only the marinade for a meat too tough to rend. Well, hey fellas, you're looking to add to your company? Seems awfully lonely in here, just you lot and nobody else.
As by design, we're not in the mood for socializing. So scram or get scrambled.
No socializing, but there's so many of them. You gotta be some special occasion that brings you out to Hideaway. Or, you got sorrows to drown? These fellas are emotional support? It's the boss's birthday, if you gotta know.
No, it ain't. No, you don't. Now I know you heard me the first time, pal. Since I'm feeling charitable, I'll say it one more time. Go away.
Undermine Weasel's cultivated air. Or sucker punch him. I think I'm gonna undermine him.
Hey, Titus, leave a boy Smith alone.
Must take a lot of work getting your voice to grumble like that.
What?
Come on. Tell me you don't practice your tough look in front of a mirror as you brush your teeth. Shows what you know. The boss doesn't even brush his teeth.
Yes, I do.
Guess that explains the aroma. Defeat a supporter argument to drop the shield. At the start of Weasel's turn, steal a card from Smith and hold it hostage. Supporter, wealthy cash merchant, will support Weasel in battle. Destroy the argument to undermine that. Weasel gains an impatience when destroyed. Same. Okay, so they're not even really saying anything else. I mean, Quip goes out literally just so that I have the effect of it. Weasel gains an impatience when that's deployed, which means they're going to be harder to fight. So I think what I want to do is kill all of these, like, later. Like, I don't want to focus on them yet. So I'm going to spread out my damage instead. Oh, man. Just effects going off constantly. Okay. Gonna have a little difficulty defending myself here. See if we can modify that in any way. I need to gain renown if I want to modify that. Vulnerability. Ugh, 2 stacks of it already. I have ad hominem quip. Okay, I need renown. Unfortunately, that means I probably just have to play it out. There we go. We gain renown. It defends us at the end of the turn. Cards just keep going off. The combo don't stop. When this argument is destroyed, gain 3 vulnerability. Yikes. That's an yikes from me. So we're going boost it all out and then turnabout, definitely. Okay. appropriated. Ugh, dang. I'm not going to be able to reduce the damage they're doing with any of these just yet. Just trying to do random AoE damage, see if I have the ability to kill that up there. Oh. They bailed out of the fight, but won't really tell me why. Oh no, I should have destroyed that and got the composure back. And then... I accidentally batted. I was meant to good, but instead I batted. Good to get that quip out there. Let's go Vision Weaver Wielder. Defend myself with Renown even more this turn. I've only got one stack of the Renown left. Yeah, I don't want that to be destroyed. Okay, then Stone Standing, I guess. Playing a bit slow. Okay, enemy's got the Nepotism. I still can get experience out of this fight. My gosh. Alright. Boost and make that turnabout fair play. Composure gain Renown. Ad Hominem is already going to live through that. It's fine. Gain Renown, draw a card. As well. You know what? I think I'm going to get rid of Quip here. Get a bunch more block on everything else. We still win. It's just ideally we do it slightly slower. Nice. Alright. Name drop, Quip, and Turnabout all upgrade there. Let's have a look at the negotiation cards we can pick up. Remove all composure from friendly arguments. Apply that much composure to your target. +3 or do it for 0 cost. Okay, so that gives me the ability to, like, focus. The start of your turn, apply 2 composure to this argument. So this would be a good one for taking damage as well. Goon. Target an opponent argument for 1/1. It's an argument with 4 resolve. At the start of your turn, apply 2 composure to this argument. I guess it's just another thing to tank. I'm leaning Fixate or Leave. Fixate gives me the ability to actually stack defense in a certain area, and that's going to matter as we get deeper into the game and there are enemies doing more resolve damage. I think I found enough ways to defend that Prestigious Name Drop is now how we go. Here's the Quip. Enduring or Pale. The thing is, if I have 2 of these in the deck, then both of them become pale, right? And we just let that happen. We don't worry about anything else. We don't need that to scale. Just joined. Is this deck aggressive or diplomatic? Very aggressive. Do you have 2? Yes. I have a second one in the deck. Not fully leveled yet. No, I did end up taking the Quip, actually, instead of the other one I was debating. The second copy, the one that takes a Renown to defend me at the end of the turn. Turnabout. We'll boost this one. I said when I did the first one, I was going to boost one, I was going to pale the other, because I don't think that energy cost is hugely impactful for us right now, or badly, at least. You know, I wasn't going to say anything, boss, but you could really reassess your personal hygiene habits. What? Just maybe don't shoot the messenger, you know? This guy did a favor by telling you. Think of it like a birthday present. Ah, birthday present.
You want to give me a present, Grifter? How about one of your eye stalks for good luck?
Weasel's erstwhile goons hang back and jeer at their former companion. Thanks for the help. Okay, Weasel. I've been told to keep the target alive. Attack damage increased by 1. They get 1 power as well. I mean, I guess I'm just taking a bunch of damage this turn, right? Okay, I should probably just focus on trying to hit the enemy a bunch. It's also worth noting, I'm probably just going to sleep after this. So if I end this fight on 1 HP, so what? Get kicked. Get kicked again. You best believe you're going to get bashed too. Battle Flourish. Okay, there are Battle Flourishes for this character as well. Let's destroy the Tipsy, definitely. Sleep it off, double defend. I mean, I guess I do want the Toughened leveled up, but also Smith's Blast and Smith's Arsenal. I mean, you'll sleep so you don't need to destroy... Oh, yeah, I forgot the Tipsies actually remove themselves on Sunrise, right? I'm gonna give him a wound. Get wounded. Drink to gain 2 adrenaline. Expend 2. Deal 3 damage for each bottle. That's what I want. Hell yeah. Don't think I need to use the makeshift dagger in this fight. Okay, we drop kick. Right? Losing 3. And then we use Shrewd to gain 3 as defense. Because we actually want to level that card up more. I guess we toughen up at the very end of the turn pass. Yes. That card has a 50% chance to destroy itself, and I don't think I need its help in this fight, which is why I chose not to use it. Sniper's Poise. Sharpshooter Weevil attacks with his rifle. Sharpshooter Weevil's attacks with his rifle deal 15 bonus damage, reduced by 5 whenever Sharpshooter Weasel is dealt an attack. Okay, well, I guess I just hit them with 3 attacks here. I have no bottles at the moment, so I'll go Trauma. This at least does a damage. I just need attacks. There we go. You're not a sharpshooter much anymore, are you? You're like a funny drunken brawler dude who uses quips and flasks to argue, fight, and stuff. The archetype actually makes sense as a character. Yeah, it definitely seems to be playing into that a little. Is it the afternoon in Australia? Yeah, it is 1:50 p.m. Hey, I dodged the next hit. Perfect. Doesn't count self-hits. Yeah, that makes sense, though. Unfortunately, evasion wears off. Ooh, right before I really don't want it to. It's fine. I hit the enemy 3 times here as well, right? Sniper's Poise. Yeah, we can do that. Uh-oh. That's not what I wanted. I'm not going to be able to attack enough times here. Oh, that was an Alleviate as well! I needed to drop kick first. I can't bash you to even stop your attack this turn. Makeshift Dagger is an attack, but I don't want to destroy that card. I want to leave it for a fight where I really feel under the thumb, you know? It's definitely Smith's Arsenal. Toughen up. That's already going to get them to concede. Then I'll use another Toughen Up, and then Hammer Throw. Fine. I mean, I did provoke this. Choose a negotiation card. Fixate, remove all composure from... Yeah, we've seen that one before. Simmer. When drawn, reduce the cost of a random hostile card in your hand by 1 until played. Unplayable. Does it with 2 or it replenishes. Replenish keyword. When this card is drawn, draw another card. Yeah. Simmer. Yeah. Okay, so what's the benefit of allowing someone to surrender versus killing them off? It depends on the situation. So specifically in that situation, someone told me to keep them alive. So I imagine I would have taken some negative results in the quest, should I have killed them. However, in other circumstances, you might have a better result from killing the person, right? Instead of keeping them alive, because you keep them alive and they still hate you, and then when they hate you, they give you a negative social boon, which is a debuff that is consistent on you until that character is dead. It's unfortunate, but it's in the situation of like, it depends. It always depends, unfortunately. Whenever you drink Alleviate 1, I mean, we do have bottles, and we're a bottle deck at the moment, right? If your target has trauma, this deals double damage. I only have 1 trauma card. Apply trauma to chain. Transform this card and add it to your draw pile. If it goes into your discard pile, this card reverts into its basic form. Oh, okay, right. So then that gives me Hammer Swing 2, which gives me then Hammer Swing 3, which gives me Hammer Swing 4, attack twice. Interesting. Right, so that's like a growing combo that you do, you know, over the course of the fight. I mean, that's some good damage gain and trauma, and like it sets up enough trauma, and then this is attack twice, and then if the target is traumatized, it's double damage on top of that. Hell, that's something, isn't it? I think just dealing damage applies trauma. No, you need to have trauma already on the target, and then dealing damage applies trauma. They have to have a stack of it by first. So you need to have something that gives them trauma by first. The thing is, I think Soothing Concoctions is probably the correct choice, because I'm going to want to end up playing a deck. Because like, it's clear to me already from the cards that I've seen that the defensive core for the character's Smith's battle deck, rather, is garbage. The intent is that you take damage and then use the damage you've taken to defend yourself, and then heal up the damage you've taken by drinking. I think Soothing Concoctions is a little weak. It depends, right? Like, at the moment in this deck, certainly, because we don't have many drinking cards, but that is something we intend on playing into, right? Honestly, it's the 2 cost of Hammer Swing that makes it hard, right? 2 cost, 1, 1, 1. So at least it does decrease its cost. I'm gonna get into the libations.
Stop, please.
Not enough, huh?
We just get carried away. No hard feelings.
All feelings are hard, friend. But I'm not one to hold a grudge.
We'll see ourselves out.
The party moves outside. You sense you haven't seen the last of Weasel. Thanks, Smith. That could have got ugly. Please, I'm a professional. Hey, a bunch of those people like me now. I had everything under control the entire time. I made up a room for you in the back when you're ready to hit the sack. Oh, and one more thing. Since you handled those goons so well, I'll let you take something from Lost and Found. Just like old times. Prick a grant reward. Nice. Your first attack each battle does 2 times damage. At the start of each turn, gain a renown. How about that, though? Oh, God. Speed shot at the start of every turn. Insert lean ingredient into your hand. Drink 1 and get it. It's Alleviate 1 for free. It's a drink. And it's an adrenaline. browsing land down over. Yeah. The thing is, you may have seen them going up and down, but the thing is, between the refresh rate of the screen that you're watching on, they were actually oscillating even faster than that. They looked slower just because, 60 frames. This is all I can broadcast in at the moment, unfortunately. You focus a lot on negotiations, but maybe you want to RV that for the next day. Not sure I understand that. The battle deck could use a boost. Yeah, it could, but also, like, I'm probably going to lean non-battle wherever possible. But I did just take perfect pair for this. But also, my other deck, every card is a perfect pair for clan chain. Can I see what they upgrade into? That's a no. Cannot. Which deck needs more help? I don't know if that's the question I should be asking myself. Because I can focus on doing one type of encounter more than the other, so I can manage that after the fact by myself. The thing is, I haven't seen many hostility cards that give me renown. I've seen a lot of diplomacy cards that give me renown. So it makes me feel like Clan Chain is the one that I should take. Sass says, I feel like I prefer the speed shot. Seems like renown can be solved in other ways. Can it in a hostility deck? That's exactly what I was getting at right there, right? I don't know if it can be dealt with in other ways in a hostility deck, or at least as efficiently in a hostility deck. Clan Chain installed. People showing you some good stuff in here. Thanks, Marif. Talk to him about our plans. I mean, anything out on the map I can do? Go to the party store. I've got 214. Hey, another event at least. You've seen the remove argument to gain renown card. Could that work for example? Well, yeah, this is true. That could. Is that these two? The streets are often slick with salt brine, but the commotion is new. You're too curious not to look, and so you follow the ruckus to its end and find a spark baron locked in the Luminitiate's unforgiving grapple. Oh god, that's such a deep voice.
Heathen feet don't belong on anointed soil. What are you doing here, Baron? You trying to poison the behemoth?
I live here, you idiot! I pay my tithes, same as every other resident. You don't make an effort to hide your amusement, and that's enough to draw their attention.
You with her, Grifter? Here to help it taint the waters?
Barons were moving into the phone, even when I was last here. So what comes from them having the shills for it? What'd this one do to make you so angry?
If you have to ask, it's clear you don't walk in the shallows. Unbelievers and abominations walk hand in hand. I suggest you leave before I deal with you as well.
You turn to Wanderer.
You gotta be stupid to mess with a cult on their own turf, right?
There's Pearl on the phone, not supplicant. Wrong. There's Pearl on the phone, not supplicant C. What difference does it make if it's me or a pilgrim? The behemoth rots on the beach and they tap it for lumen and they make grand statements. But we could actually be learning something from the creature if we act fast.
Ah, so you are messing with the blab, huh?
The truth comes out.
Convince Economy to let Wanderer go. Defend Wanderer. Economy will dislike me. I don't want to make any Hessian enemies. I think I actually might try and cozy up to the Hesh.
Alright, I got a problem. But those bruises speak for themselves, huh? You taught the Baron a lesson. So why not just let it go?
Okay. This argument is the first card played at the start of your turn is played twice. That's double duty. That's not going to give us double experience or anything like that. When a Faith in Hesh argument is destroyed, this argument restores 2 resolve, and I'm being damaged 2 right now. I don't think I need the flourish right now, so I'm not going to use it. I'm going to double up on Quip. Then go Nepotism, Famous Bewilder. In fact, we'll go Famous Bewilder first. Then Nepotism for self-promotion, creating 2 arguments. Dealing 2 damage back to the enemy. It definitely gives 2 XP. Oh. I thought the second version of it didn't. Huh. Sweet. Well, then I guess I play all out first. Yes, Shatona. Remove all resolve from friendly arguments and blend that much composure to your target. I mean, look, that's completely fine. Do that there. So I already know where the enemy's attacking. We have an action left at the end of the turn. I mean, obviously, we double played a card that reduces the cost of other stuff in the hand, but this is indicative of the fact that I think we need more draw.
Go ahead, too.
Okay, 2 stacks of renown at the moment. Simmer, we draw it once at least. Definitely got to be ad hominem. That's the Faith in Hesh argument that's coming out here. Target 2 opponent targets each turn for 2 damage. Right, like I said, we remove that, and then all we need to do is defend the back line. It's just hard to remove that. But I guess the other ones... In fact, all of my arguments can kind of stand on their own right now. They don't actually even really need my help. Yeah, they don't need my help. Okay. Very little of that wants to defend us, unfortunately, or rather get experience even. My 3 composure, draw a card. This is Levy. If this is destroyed, Smiths lose 15 shills. Makoni's core argument takes 5, can only be targeted by cards. Great. Okay, so it just can't get randomly affected. That's good. That's good. Because if it got randomly affected, I would have been pretty sad about it. Alright, Lucid Brag ends the fight. Sure. Is that free money? I lose 15 shills. It's anti-free money. It's free debt. Dominion. Spend up to 6 renown. Gain 1 dominance per 2 renown spent. Dominance. Hostility cards deal an additional +1 damage. Remove 1 stack at the start of your turn. Dominance and argument with 2 resolve. I really want to spend my renown. Force all enemy intents and arguments to target a specific friendly argument. Oh, so that's the sticky one we saw previously. Whenever you draw this, increases damage by 2 for the rest, and then boosted, and then has a 3. I mean, like, I will always have renown, right? So this card will always grow as soon as I draw it. So I guess how many times am I really cycling through the deck? No. Take Dominion. Okay.
I'm not much of a diplomat, but the Spark Barons and the Cults got a truce. Yeah? Well, if you're gonna kill this one, then I'm pretty sure it's gonna make at least one of your superiors pretty angry.
If Helsh wills it,
then there wouldn't be a truce.
I suppose you're right. You're living here on borrowed time, Wandra. Best run to Graubag before we seize your assets and bar your kind for good.
Okonomi turns on his heel and marches off in a haze of self-righteousness. I wouldn't call that a happy ending, but It's not an ending at all, and that's happy enough for me. Since you're clearly on the side of science, perhaps you'd be interested in a few of the samples I took from the beach.
Like dots and stuff? Sounds gross.
Only if you're insufficiently curious. Oh, and take a look. Krill Ica. Gain 6 power and Krilled Up. Krilled Up. Lose 2 power each turn. Lose 10 health when power reaches 0. Destroy after 1 use, so use that at the end of combat. Lumicite Dorsal Spines. Apply 3 exposed. Exposed when receiving defense. Reduce the amount by 50%. At the end of your turn, reduce exposed by 1. Cool. Destroys after 2 uses and it's piercing. Hessian Amulet. We've seen this one before. Discarded in a number of cards. Heal 3 per card destroyed. Discarded, rather.
Guess that behemoth was a bottom feeder, huh?
Not a bad hypothesis. But only research can say for certain. Wonder loves me! Yay! Receive a random item card every morning! Hell yeah! That's what I want to do right now because I've got the longest time to benefit from it. I would like to get access to the back room. Steven. I can only buy like 1 removal of each per day, right? So if I am going to remove cards, when do I do it? Right now. Loose Sprag is decent damage right now. It's the most obvious removal, though. Yeah, the first cycle matters because I have a lot of stuff to set up, so I'm going to get that out of here. Let's get a card out of here, too. Actually, none of these are upgraded yet. I don't know. Maybe I don't want to remove any of these just yet. I think I'm a little confused when you're upgrading your deck because I'm a little uncertain of what your end goal is. Is it a fair strategy to just neglect one deck because you want to do a peaceful / aggressive run? Yeah, it can be. Oh, as in like, especially in negotiation, if you're talking about like hostility versus diplomacy, yeah, typically you don't want to run both at the same time. There are builds that run both at the same time, certainly. And have like bridging pieces between them, but often the bridging pieces are cards that you unlock later on. So I only have the base cards for this character unlocked at the moment, so those kinds of things are probably not yet here. As in the 2 decks, the negotiation and battle deck, those are 2 different ones. You do need to do combat and negotiation. There are unavoidably boss fights, for example. Yeah, but you don't need to focus on them the same. At least historically for the other characters I played, I hadn't needed to focus on them both the same. In fact, it would have been actively disadvantageous should I have done that. Yeah, I'm going to pass up on those. I guess I could get a graft slot today. This would be the time to do it. Okay. I'm going to get the negotiation graft slot. Peace out. No doggos this run. Unfortunately, there was not a person selling animals there. It makes sense. You can get by on a weak deck and a broken deck. Oftentimes, yeah. Because it, like... I guess it depends on the campaign as well. I don't know. Strange. Right, talk to Sweet Marie for our plans. Room's ready if you are.
I'm ready to pass out. May as well do it indoors.
Sweet Marie opens the door behind the bar for you. Your bed calls to you. You hit the pillow like a load of bricks. We sleep and heal 89%. 15% of the resolve. We get 2 people loving us. 1 person's going to give us 5 max HP for sleeping. 1 person's going to give us an item for sleeping. We got 2 graphs on the day. 4 people dislike us. 1 person is dead. Got a bunch of negotiation and battle graphs. Nice. You wake up feeling groggy in the morning light. You notice a large box with the Spark Baron's logo on it. Upon closer inspection, you see Wandra's name on it. You open it to find a shrapnel grenade. Hits all enemies, apply 2 wound and 2 explode. Destroy after use. So at the moment, like, I actually have a very, very strong battle deck in the moment. Specifically based off of the fact that I have a bunch of item cards to carry me through. So I can probably take, like, a harder encounter than I otherwise might. You wake at the butt crack of noon to hear the clamor of gossip in the bar downstairs. That's enough to get you out of bed quick.
Morning, sweets. What's the noise today?
Seems like your whole family is on the up. Not enough that Vix Marley is one of the briniest of the Hessians, but Thoreau's on the market. He just announced it.
Ha! Thoreau can't stand sharing a basket, let alone a whole household. Besides, our folks never approved for a betrothal contract, and Vix always said he was too stupid to branch the dynasty.
Must have changed his tune, because Vix is a sponsor. You know, maybe his siblings needed a bit of convincing to get on board with the whole Son Smith idea. Maybe we could use this to get you back in the game.
If you're suggesting I marry my own brother...
What? No! But Thoreau's about as bright as Luminenstein. We could put forward a candidate for marriage and get you away in. Blackmail, assassination, manipulation. Blackmail, manipulation, or just a simple assassination with his spouse inheriting the place at the table. I don't know, I'm just spitballing. Maybe I was out of line to say anything.
No, I'm listening. You got someone in mind? Because most of the social climbers in the foam are too ambitious to wedge themselves under my thumb so easy.
Well, in fact, I do know a couple of folks. Danicus or Hesh, even Antoinette. Hell yeah! I was wondering if they were going to let me choose, like, a same-sex relationship. It looks like they probably are. Let's ask about Antoinette.
Antoinette? That name sounds familiar.
Probably because she's the biggest celebrity on this side of the salt. She's got influence and popularity, but no brood dynasty to call her own.
So she might want to join the banquets, huh?
And if not, well, at least you can get an autograph. Ask about Danicus.
Who's this Danicus?
Con artist, simple and plain. He's been working Supplicant City, but word is he's in town. You offer the shills or even influence to work an even bigger scam, and Danicus will listen.
The Rose a charmer. If the face ain't pretty, he'll outmaneuver him.
Oh, Danicus is pretty, all right. I mean, so I've heard other people who are not me say. Sit out for the day.
All right, I go talk to one of these poor schlubs. Marrying Thoreau? What a nightmare.
Apple Joey, thank you very much for the Prime subscription for the second month. Says, okay, makes sense, so you can get mine on a weak deck and a broke deck. Right, yes. Much appreciated. Thank you. Nothing else I want to do in the bar at the moment. Peace out. Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna look in here for a second. No, I don't even have the money to buy a drink right now. Yeah, and that's a mixologist. What's this late already? I'll do what Smith did and just hit the sack. Good night. Sleep well, sir. Thank you for tuning in. And thank you again for the raid. Okay. Bigasuta. Use Danicus to help you get through. Antoinette. I want to go Danicus literally just so it's like a same-sex relationship in the game. Representation and such. Dig it. But Antoinette. Honestly, it seems like negotiation, fighting. Maybe the hostility. Theoretically possible. Maybe dominance. Some such relations. Let's try this.
What's her name? Antoinette. You're looking to get hitched to a noble, is that right?
If that's a proposal, honey, you're gonna have to rewind the clock and try again. If at the very least my shoes demand respect, even if my face doesn't.
You want respect? You're gonna need a name to command it. How'd you like to be a bankwad? My brother, Thoreau, is on the market. I wouldn't use the word strapping, but I would say available. He's an available young man.
Thoreau's brother? Something tells me you're not the Hessian. So are you the disowned one? What would a loose thread like you be doing representing your brother?
You're really up on your gossip columns, huh?
I'm already in them, so why not? But let's see if I can guess your intentions. You've been disinherited, so you need someone in the family trying to get you back in. Or is it not that? Is it just petty revenge you're after?
Why not both, huh?
Why not both indeed? Thoreau is notorious in the gossip columns, entrepreneurial playboy. His siblings hate him, but he keeps the money coming in. I think I might be very interested, you sweet thing. Let's discuss. Ask about our intentions.
I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
Hesh, you make it sound so cloak and dagger. It's simple. I'll marry your brother. That gets you access to him. Then you kill him, and I come home and find his poor, mutilated body. Antoinette contorts her face into a facsimile of despair. Darling, no! My beloved! Oh, evil day! Who would do such a thing? I play the distraught widow. My name is whispered in every household from here to Deltree. The killer is never found. Then, when I sit on the family board as your beloved sister, I see you reinstated. And we're here allied against the others.
Yeah, that's about it. Have you thought about that before?
Only nightly since I was a child. I'm a big advocate for visualizing the future you want to achieve. Consider your options and go talk to Denicus. I could this.
It's not that I don't like how enthusiastic you are about this, but it's a big commitment. Not every day you get a new sister is all. How about I think about it and get back to you?
Luckily for you, I enjoy this suspense. I'll be here when you come to your senses. All right, Denicus. To you too. My man stepped straight out of Cyberpunk 2077.
Hey, bud, you don't know me, but I hear the kind of guy who likes an opportunity.
You're right on the last half anyway. And I feel like I've done like a lot of voices in the same ballpark at the moment. Yeah. He's a spree heartbreaker. Heartbreaker. I guess I'm just gonna try and go with a generic cool voice. You're right on the last half anyway. Smith Banquet, right? The castaway's son. We actually met once in Murder Bay at a card table reserved for Admiralty.
We did?
I wouldn't expect you to remember. I was going by a different name and you were very, very drunk. I'm glad to see you survived the alcohol poisoning. But it was a rough betrayal you came home to, eh? That opportunity of yours have anything to do with that?
Matter of fact, I want to get you hitched to my brother. Assuming you can clean up nice enough.
I can clean up better than you, that's for sure. Fair warning, though. I don't do murder. So if you want him dead, it's got to be your hand on the hill.
You seem awful quick to the chase, huh? Any idea what you plan to get out of this?
Shills. What else? Your brother Thoreau's turning water into brine the way he runs his business. I'll sweep him off his feet and throw him into whatever pit of spikes you arrange. I'll take what's mine and disappear, and you can get the opportunity to sweep in and clean up. Then that'll get you back in your family's graces.
Guess you've done this before, huh?
This? No, never. Something similar? Once or twice. So I get a seat on the table, or Antoinette gets a seat on the table. Both of them are killing options rather than just getting Thoreau to leave.
I don't know. I think I need to consider before I go into business with a con like you.
Again with the insults. You'll never make any friends that way. Decide quick or I might choose to seize my own opportunity.